Following the allegations yesterday, I saw an affidavit from a convicted felon who was hell-bent on destroying and pilfering on the resource of the state and of South Africans. I stopped him on his tracks. I just want to make that very clear right at the beginning. I stopped him on his tracks by refusing the requests that he was advancing to us as National Treasury at the time. I want to set the record straight. I met Mr. Moti several times with my colleagues and many other individuals in the room. And every time I said to him, no further investments with municipalities in South Africa, as per the August 2017 instruction note and the circular that we issued to municipalities. He conveniently forgets, with all of the meetings we had with the VBS management at the Treasury building, with the PIC in the room, in other meetings that we had, including the Reserve Bank, where we made it clear to him that you cannot continue to invest in municipalities or continue to take deposits from municipalities. It was very clear from us. We were so concerned about the actions of VBS that I filed statements and affidavits with the Hawks dating from around 2017. You have to register or deposit with institutions as per the Banks Act. VBS is not established as per the Banks Act. It's established as per the Mutual Banks Act, which these are two different things. It's on those bases that we brought the Reserve Bank in. It's on those bases that we started engaging in these several meetings that we had, how best to regularize VBS as a bank, not as a mutual bank, as a bank that can then be authorized to engage with municipalities. So we stopped and we said to him and to VBS management, you have to scale down all of your operations. You have to stop taking deposits whilst we want to regularize your bank as a bank established as per the Banks Act. Now, that didn't materialize. Later on, we found that it was worse than we thought, because as we now know, years later, that actually this was a scam that was aimed at defrauding South Africans. We did not know this in 2017. We engaged, but it came out much later that VBS is not what we all thought it to be. We thought it's a bank that must be supported at the time. We thought it's a black bank that should have been supported and uplifted out of its status. But less did we know. Together, when I say we, I mean ourselves, National Treasury, and the Reserve Bank at the time. And that's why we were hell-bent on ensuring that we engage with them to wanting to regularize them as per the Banks Act. Our circular was very clear that you cannot, as a municipality, continue to take deposits because it's illegal, it's in contravention with the municipal finance management regulations, and we were sure as to what we were doing. So the best way was then to assist them to regularize their arrangements. And that's why we met. And that's why we said no every single time in all of those many meetings that we had with them. We said, no, you cannot until such day that you are regulated as per the Banks Act and that you are a bank registered as such and not as a mutual bank, as that was in contravention of the municipal finance regulations. I categorically deny I have never taken any money from anybody. I've served this country for 23 years. The last 5 years was as DG of National Treasury. My record is very clear in terms of how I ran the department and how I conducted business during my tenure as DG and during my tenure as a public servant over the last 23 years. I've always been a proud public servant. I'm proud of my clean record over 23 years. I've served with honesty, loyalty, distinction, and with all the humility in the way I conducted my business as a public servant and as a DG of the National Treasury of South Africa. I will not be tried by corrupt individuals and all of those who've got a corrupt and hidden agenda. All the affidavits, all the files, minutes of meetings we held, records, any document that has got to do with VBS is with the relevant authorities and is being filed to them, including the signed statements and affidavits that I personally penned down are submitted, including, by the way, the statement that I made to the Hawks. I have the same moral fiber today that I demonstrated in the last 23 years when I was in the employ of the state. It's built into my DNA, and that I can guarantee you it's not going to change. I'm still the same person today as I was then. I will not allow anybody to tarnish my name. The same moral values that I had is the same one that I'm continuing to conduct myself every day of my life in all of my dealings. In conclusion, I want to reiterate, I'm the one who stopped VBS on their tracks in pilfering any further. I thank you.